All right, folks, I have a feeling this might get treated a little bit like a viewing with people drifting in and out, but we got a lot of people, so there's no reason we're not making music. If you want to come up and join me, you're more than welcome. You're going to get stuck with a very eclectic playlist here. The official open jam is in a few hours. In about an hour, we're going to have some food. Ian's going to offer a memorial. And we have a singer, and then while we dine, we have DeVoe Gogger, who's a coffee house guy out of Ann Arbor, and Blues Cats after that, and full-on open jam after that. So, if you'd like to jump in now, we can try to find something on the list of things I know that you'll like. Just a little bit about John and I. We met in high school. He actually knew my sister first. If you're a Bedford person, Kelly Harden was my middle sister, Kathy the oldest, but John met her in band on drums. She was a percussionist herself. He and I got a little bit closer when we played bass and drums for the soiree singers at Bedford, which is sort of I guess what would you call it, Hal? A jazz choir or a
show choir?
Show choir. There you go. You toured. The main appeal to get into this damn group was that they went to Florida every spring break and played at Busch Gardens. I remember when John and I were in that together, the first thing we did was took the equipment room and turned it into a little lounge, so we had a hot plate and a coffee pot. You ready to go on bass, brother? I got a song I think you'll like. But at Busch Gardens, John and I decided, F this, whatever. The director had pissed us off, and we started walking through the gardens and said, wouldn't it be funny if we got lost? And then we did. And we're running late for the show, and so we hustled on back there. They're already on the stage, and we run up there, and I thought it was really cool, a hollow body bass, like Peter Tork on the Monkees, a Gretsch. Hollow body with F-holes and everything, and I dropped the thing, and it punched the end of the cord right through the body of this thing, so my bass wouldn't play. So I ended up watching the show from the bleachers while John and everybody else went on. But we're going to give people an opportunity on the mic, and if you have a funny story to share, those are the most fun. Sometimes people learn stuff about our departed that they didn't know before. How are we doing on that bass?
Any other day, you always
Okay, fair enough. I gotta figure you know Van Halen's Ice Cream Man. So one thing about John, besides having more degrees than you could shake a stick at and being an attorney and everything, if there was music, he was down to play. And he would travel. And Jesse first met him, he came up in Medicine Jackson to watch Here Come the Mummies. Oh, good for you, John, sure. And John and I made a date to go back and see him again. He turned to me and he said, these guys are a funk clinic. And if you haven't seen Here Come the Mummies, besides dressing like mummies, they are just the greatest fusion band you've ever seen. The talent is crazy. We saw two mummies playing two saxophones each in a duel.
You like that, huh? You guys should hear mine.
Hey, there we go. faster. Summertime's here, baby, need some to keep you cool. Summertime's here, baby, need some to keep you cool. I said, look out now, Joe's got something for you. I'm your ice cream man, stop me when I pass you by. Ooh, my, I'm your ice cream man, stop me when I pass you by. Said all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Got a frozen banana, Dixie cup, all flavors and push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man, stop me when I pass you by. Said all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. I never stop. I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. If you let me cool you one time, you'd be my regular stop. Got a frozen banana, Dixie cups, all flavors and push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man, stop me when I pass you by. Just in time for the lead guitar, brother. All my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Give us something, Norm. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. How are you on Motown? This is all EA.
Okay, that's
Pretty easy. I can turn a gray sky blue. I can make it rain whenever I want to. I can build a castle from a single grain of sand. I can make a ship sail on dry land. But my life is incomplete and I'm so blue. There we go. I can fly like a bird in the sky. Hey, I can buy anything money can buy. I can turn a river into a raging fire. If I so desire, hey, unimportant are all these things I can do, 'cause I can't get next to you, 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 oh, can't get next to you, oh. Turn back the hands of time, you better believe I can. I can make the seasons change just by waving my hand. I can turn anything from old to new. But the thing I want to do most, I make you do. Unhappy mind. Anybody want to take a second, say about 2 minutes about John? Something funny, preferably, or we'll keep going? Go for it, Scott.
Okay. Howdy.
Yeah, great. See if the one's hot next to Norm. Are we hot on the yellow? Pat, thank you.
You are now.
All right, everyone. Scotty Bowman, not the Scotty Bowman you're more familiar with.
Right. Yeah, I know John from the Libertarian Party of Michigan. I, volunteered with him at a number of outreach events. I used to come over to Ann Arbor for the art festival, but then also we have an event in Detroit called Dally in the Alley in the Cass Corridor, and it's always heavily attended, and he would always be willing to show up whenever we needed him. He'd be willing to show up early, late, hang out for a good part of the day, and talk politics with people wandering by. Of course, there's a lot of music around too, and I'm sure he appreciated that. I remember, one time being at the table, and we're in this big, huge, crowded place, and it's like you got all these streets closed off, and there's crowds, and you'd be calling and trying to direct him. The first thing he'd be asking where to park, and I'd be like, heck, I don't know where you can, because there just wasn't any parking around there when this crowded event happened. The streets were just full of cars away from where they couldn't drive. And, but yeah, he would walk his way on over and join us there. So that's really how I know him, and we'd always be at our conventions, and he was on the executive board of our organization, and we even have a meeting a little later today that he would be at if he was still with us. So I was really shocked to hear that he had passed, and heartfelt feelings extended out to friends and family, and it looks like we have both here. I really didn't know about all his musical performances and the bands he was in, so it's a part of his life I wish I'd known more about, because it's definitely some wonderful music I'm hearing here, but thank you.
Thanks, Scotty. Yeah, one thing about John, he was definitely compartmentalized. I told everybody I've had some real big chill moments from that old movie, if you remember it, where none of us seemed to know all of John, except maybe Jennifer over here, who already knew all of us, but we maybe hadn't met or seen for decades. But his energy always killed me. As recently as a year or two ago, we would have him up for a show we played in Perry, Michigan, which, if you don't know it, is most of the way to I-69 on M52. And it'd be 1 a.m, he'd say, well, on a Friday night, he'd say, well, I gotta go because I gotta be in Detroit at 8 o'clock tomorrow to ride bikes. And it's like, are you even okay to drive here? Bass, this is a G blues. If you don't know it, it's one I always like by Jonathan Edwards, his other hit, not Sunshine, but it's called The Shanty. And I think it works great for Pat's Barn. If you come here on a Saturday, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, put a good buzz on. What? Pass it to me, baby, pass it to me slow. Take time out to smile a little before you let it go. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, put a good buzz on. Give us some, Norm. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, put a good buzz on every night and day if I can help it. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, put a good buzz on. We'll have to change that to Pat's Barn, I think. I came up here for a comedy show, which, by the way, Pat's Barn that you're at right now has events every Saturday. It's a really great vibe, really fun people. Everybody's really engaging. But I was here for a comedy show shortly after John passed, just to meet Pat. When we were looking for a venue to do this for John, they said, Pat's Barn, Pat's Barn. I'm like, what the hell is Pat's Barn? And where are we gonna, just go to some random pole barn somewhere for John's memorial? And then I came out here and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely the place. And Pat told me they'd be up there chatting and John would get here before the band and he'd just sit over here by himself while he waited for him. And I said, well, he was, besides the fact that he didn't smoke what you're smoking, he was also kind of shy. But I don't know, as long as we're on Jonathan Edwards, you remember his other song? That's in G. Sunshine? Sunshine, go away today. Don't feel much like dancing. Some man come, he gonna run my life. I don't know what he's asking. He tells me I better get in line. I can't hear what he's saying. I grow up, I'm gonna make it mine. These ain't dues I've been paying. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. Time is all we lost, I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, go away today. Don't feel much like dancing. Some man come, he's gonna run my life. I don't know what he's asking. Working makes me wonder where what I do are growing. He's saying love and more, all is fair. He got cards he ain't showing. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. Time is all we lost, I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, come back another day. I promise you I'll be saving. This old world's gonna come around. Ring new bells will be ringing. Well, now you heard your first Jonathan Edwards 2 set in your whole life. Does somebody have something they want to say about John? Give you a couple minutes?
Right here.
Please do. All right, Norm?
I did think about this quite a while because John was part of our band with this John over here, and we would jam in my basement, and every time I look at that empty drum set, of course, I think about John and what someone else was saying earlier about how full his life was, the biking, the political party. John would come up to the tap room where there was a waiter there who was from a different branch of the Libertarian Party, but he knew John quite well. John knew my cousin who was a Libertarian, which was an amazing connection. And that was one of the amazing things about John. He seemed to know everybody. And what I thought to myself, what I've thought many times is, what a damn decent guy. Just the best. You know, that's just a great guy. And you know, that's most of what I can say. Just always in a good mood, a million interests, and just first class all the way.
I was thinking one day that with John, he really never was unkind to anybody. But if he were my grandmother, there would have been a time or two he would have said, "Well, bless their heart," you know. 'Cause there's a time or two, you know, he wasn't really that crazy about someone he was talking to, but he was never unkind. And that was just amongst his beauties. Let me pick
All right. I know he knows it.
sharp as in my advancing years. So I seem to be straining a little bit. I don't know why. Marshall Tucker it is. Yes, sir. Food's ready.
Food's on. Well, pass the roll. It's on. I'll pass the roll.
Well, you're up shortly. If you want a bite, grab it now. Good to see you. Food is ready. Go help yourself.
Forget You guys did it, but.
Or Brown Sugar. You used to do that song?
No, that wasn't me.
So as long as we're telling stories about John, I actually met John back around 2004 when he was living in Minnesota, working out of Minneapolis, St. Paul area. We actually met online. It was a weird date. I got hooked up with this internet radio station out of Alaska that I was listening to a lot called Whole Wheat Radio. And they had this amazing chat function built into their website. And John found the radio station as well. And we started chatting, and because it was all about independent music. And I found out he was a drummer. I said, well, you know, one of these times we'll have to figure out a way to get together. I had no idea that he lived down here. So he moved to Chicago, then he, had problems with his mother, he moves back home. One night I walk into the tap room in Ipsy where I play every Thursday night for open mic night from 9 to midnight. Gotta get those plugs in when you can. And I walk in and I'm walking through the bar and this voice comes from one of the booths and says, "Hey, John." And I turn around and I look, I'm going, "Hi, who are you?" It's like, "It's me, Jay Jascob." "John, glad to meet you." And so he started coming up to the bar whenever he had a chance. And we started playing together, and eventually Norman and I asked him to join our little band. Gary was in the band, Gary Miller was here somewhere. And oh God, love playing with him. He was an amazing drummer. And as has been said, one of the nicest guys, never said anything bad about anybody, always had something going on, and just one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. And I will miss him for the rest of my life. So that's my short story.
Yeah, John seemed to be everywhere all the time sometimes.
Well, he sure was. He didn't let no moss grow on him.
Let's see if I can give you guys some 80s here. This is definitely bass driven. I go out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I am tired, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Body feet, I stain the sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend is near the end, and she's starting to cry. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. You know what? When I play with the limited talents I have, I look for low risk, high reward songs, and that is definitely a low risk, high reward song. It fits into my modest skill set.
Mama, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't wear it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Believe I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns in the ground, 'cause I can't wear them anymore. That long black cloud is coming on. Here I come knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't wear it anymore. Getting dark, dark to see. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
you guys eat when you want. We're gonna have Ann up in a couple minutes, and I've got sunshine on a cloudy day, and when it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I guess you said what can make me feel this way, my girl. Talking about my girl, I got so much honey pleasing to me. I got a sweeter song than the birds in the tree. Well, I guess you said what can make me feel this way, my girl. Talking about my girl. Gonna jump to D minor. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I don't need nobody, fortune or fame. I got all the riches, baby, one man can claim. Well, I guess you said what can make me feel this way, my girl. Talking about my girl. Okay, for your listening pleasure, I'm going to stop playing now. Ann, do you have something for us? Are you ready? So I think Ann was John's pastor at large.
It's okay. He takes things away from
Pete,
me.
I'm sorry I didn't see you sooner.
Okay, I will not be offended.
Good to see you.
I love that you volunteered.
Okay, Ann's going to come up in a moment and say something for us and for John. She's looking for the person doing the song after her. DeVoe, you're kind of on deck. Do you have a sound hole cover? Okay, you're going to need one. I've got a plastic bag over there to plug it in because they have monitors and they make your guitar feedback. So look for, Jesse, if you don't mind, there's a Guitar Center bag somewhere around that gear. You can grab DeVoe a plug for his sound hole. You can plug his hole.
Great.
Wow.
Thanks.
We're starting early.
I know.
You should have seen me last night when I fell down laughing and I stumbled down a flight of metal stairs. I went crashing through the window of Pat's barn hall. Then I toppled over a pile of metal chairs. Then I cussed out my girlfriend, but I felt up her mom. I wrecked my car, I think I bruised my spine. Well, you ought to go with me when I go out drinking. Always had myself a real good time. Got drunk and stole a boat out of the Edgewater Yacht Club, doing 90 miles an hour right through the bay. I sunk her down at Buckeye Point and walked on into town. Then I tore up someone's flowers on the way. Then I barged into Pat's barn and I threw up on the rug. I smacked that postist on her big fine behind. Well, you ought to go with me when I go out drinking. Always had myself a real good time. I talk dirty to the waitress, but I never ever leave her no tip. I just leave her all my roaches in the guacamole dip. Well, you ought to go with me when I go out drinking. Always have myself a real good time. It looks like this, Jesse. The brown and black rubber, and DeVoe is over there with the guitar in his hand. I'm going out tonight, I'm gonna tie on a good one. Does anybody want to come with me? I'll take you to a biker bar where we can kick some ass, and a gay bar where we'll get our drinks for free. We'll do shooters of tequila and a case of beer apiece. I'll wash it down with a gallon of cheap Beery Island wine. Well, you ought to go with me when I go out drinking. Always have myself a real good time. I like to shout out loud and moon the crowd while I'm dancing on Pat's bar. Then I'll go out in the parking lot and piss on all your cars. Well, you ought to go with me when I go out drinking. Always have myself a real good time. Give me that wine. Always have myself a real good wine. Pat Daly there. Lake Erie Troubadour. Thanks. Not sure it's what you're looking for, but really my gig is biker patios all summer long. And when you ask them if they want naughty or nice, the answer is always.
Yeah, I've been playing at
Where's it at?
Plymouth off of back in Ann Arbor Road. Hilltop.
Oh,
Hilltop.
Hilltop, yeah, I played Hilltop many times.
3 or 4 years since my league is back.
Yeah.
I was playing in the Ford League, but
Yeah.
Playing Taylor.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Annie, and I'm a friend of John Jascob, and we were in a band together. And I just want to thank everybody that came out, that were friends and family of John. And thank you to the family, all the friends that put the food on. And we'll just say a word of prayer. And then my friend Paul Henry, he's great. He's going to sing a song very appropriate for our friend John. So we'll just take a moment. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. And we thank you for the life of John. And we know that he's in your precious care. Thank you for your promise of eternal life, where every tear is wiped away and John is made whole. And we thank you for that. Just bless our time together and help us to just love one another and have great memories of John. Amen. All right, and Paul's going to share a song in G.
I'd just like to say a little something first. I didn't know,
255-1533.
but
Yeah.
I probably met him.
He came to our jam. Yeah.
Okay.
He sang at our jam. So John drunk for you.
Anyway, this song is about Bruce Coburn, a Canadian folk singer, wrote the song called "The Festival of Friends," and it's about we may not, like, okay, John, those of you that know John, we may not see him now, but eventually we're all gonna be up in heaven with Jesus. And he's preparing a place for us and a big feast. And that's what Bruce Coburn was talking about, a festival of friends. Don't worry about it too much. An elegant song won't hold up long when the palace falls and the parlor's gone. We all must leave, but it's not the end, 'cause we'll meet again at the festival of friends. Some of us live and some of us die. Someday God's gonna tell us why. Open your heart and grow with what life sends. That's your ticket to the festival of friends. Smiles and laughter and pleasant times. There's love in the world, but it's hard to find. I'm so glad I found you. I'd just like to extend an invitation to the festival of friends. Black Snake Highway, sheet metal ballet. So much snow on a summer's day. Whatever happens, it's just not the end. 'Cause we'll meet again at the festival of friends. Yes, we'll meet again at the festival of friends.
Thank you, Paul. Great song.
I did. I'm gonna get you in trouble. This is my grade. I have no vessel fingers.
I'm sorry, where are you?
This is interesting, so I'm
Potted down.
not.
I'm potted down.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Hey, so DeVoe Gauger's coming up. John used to go see him at the coffee house in Ann Arbor. While we eat and such, he's going to play a few for you. After that, we have the Blues Cats. After the Blues Cats, we're going to be a wide open jam, but I want to kick it off with a song that's definitely made for jamming.
We're whipping up our guest room.
Is there anyone who'd like to say a couple words about John while DeVoe gets set up?
Actually, I can get your, she said I
I
can.
can tell you 100 more stories. We were sitting at that bus bash I told you about earlier, and we got to see a great band. If you haven't seen her, Nina and the Buffalo Riders, and she's down in Nashville. Very, very good, very entertaining. And we're sitting there probably with a couple pops in us, about 11 or 12 in the morning. And John looks over at me, and she's not I guess not a classic beauty or whatever, but he turns to me and he says, she's so good. Sings so good, sounds so good. It's like, would you hit that? Something I never expected to come out of John. All right, fellas, he's going in the box by the drums if you want to check DeVoe's guitar in a moment here.
Just had to call Spence to do the heavy lifting. Still painting? Oh, yeah.
All right, folks. So,
You forget to Rob, if you're out by the somewhere.
Get your voice right in your face.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
Check. All right. Should adjust on the fly. Here we go. Well, the road rolls out like a welcome back to a better place than the one we're at. I ain't got no kind of plan. I've had all this town I can stand. And I got friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what floats. We've been sailing for a rainy day. Let's beat the storm and be on our way. It don't matter to me wherever we are, it's where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our life, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky man, you can be my 4-leaf clover, starting over. This might not be an easy time. There's rivers to cross and hills to climb. Some days we might fall apart. Some nights might feel cold and dark. But nobody wins afraid of losing. The hard road's all the ones we're choosing. Someday we'll look back and smile, know it was worth every mile. It don't matter to me wherever we are, is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our life, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your I can be your starting over. Starting over. It don't matter to me wherever we are, is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky man, you can be my 4-leaf clover, starting over. Starting over. force me to have better posture.
Well, that way, I mean, you can go down.
Maybe just a touch. That's perfect. Yeah.
Instead of it pointing up,
Gotcha. All right, thank you. All right, so I've known John since second grade. I posted some pictures to the site, but I found your parents save this stuff that you think is crazy, and then you find it later when they pass away. You're going through, and you're going, oh, I'm glad they saved this. So we had a second grade class picture, fifth grade band picture, which is really cool, and then another one from we were sledding in fifth grade. So anyway, it's I lost touch with them after high school, and then we reconnected, I don't know, 15 years ago, and it's just been great. So a few other stories here, but that's a long time. So this is all these songs have some kind of connection story-wise to John and losing John. But this is one I wrote original called "A Road to You." It's about just that notion of coming home, and I think that John seems to have bound all these different entities together as a type of home. And here we are here, so it's called "Road to You." Days or hours overdue. When it ends, I'm coming home to you. Down the highway, I feel your pull to get me home. Across the state line, it's starting to snow. Driving down the road to you, a beacon in the night, your light guiding my way home. On the road to you. When we're apart, writing stories on our own. Might be in Detroit, might be the great unknown. Down the highway, I feel your pull to get me home. Darkness falling, it's starting to snow. Driving down the road to you, a beacon in the night, your light guiding my way home. On the road to you. I can feel your touch 1,000 miles away. Calming voice in my ear dissipates my blues. The one I need to be near. So I'm on the road to you. The road is calling, there's adventure to be found. I chase the sun, but my feet stay on the ground. Down the highway, I feel your pull to get me home. One more exit, Bob Seger on the radio. driving down the road to you, a beacon in the night, your light guiding my way home, on the road to you. I'm coming home to you. Thank you. This one is a song by Dallas Green. You might know him better as City in Color, and he wrote this song, and in fact the entire album, about a close friend who had died, another musician, from cancer, so I thought it was relevant, called Underground. Abandoned mentally, a wasted day spent running from ourselves, aimlessly rambling, but hey man, at least we got our health. Oh, but it ain't enough just to be alive. We gotta lean into the love a little before we die. So tell me what you need. You bring me to my knees, and I'm tired of running, tired of moving life around. How do we deal with this? Treat each day as a gift it is. I don't wanna be running till I'm underground. So let's just forget the unforgiving presence of death and live wild and free. Godless or not, you can't let the fear control your body. Like a great Canadian darkness, I will cover you. Nothing will harm us, I will protect you. So tell me what you need. You bring me to my knees, and I'm tired of running, tired of moving life around. How do we deal with this? Treat each day as a gift it is. I don't want to be running till I'm underground. So tell me what you need. You bring me to my knees, and I'm tired of running, tired of moving life around. How do we deal with this? Treat each day as the gift it is. I don't want to be running until I'm underground. This another original called I Wrote It's about the people in your front row who comes out to see you. If you're a musician, who's there for you when you need it. Who can you call at 3 a.m.? This is called Front Row.
You would go watch them.
Hey, Jesse. I was looking for the chord.
I brought it to where I was at.
Sometimes I feel a little lost. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Sometimes, oh sometimes, I don't know what to say. And sometimes, I need help to find my way. You're my biggest fan, you're my front row. You got me through the bumpy road. Pick me up when I tumble down, bring a smile when I want to frown. You're always there in my front row. Sometimes I feel a little scared. Sometimes I lose myself away. Sometimes, oh sometimes I want to disappear. And sometimes I need help to calm the fear. You're my biggest fan, you're my front row. You got me through the bumpy roads. Pick me up when I tumble down, bring a smile when I want to frown. You're always there in my front row. Walk with me in the pouring rain. Hold my hand when I'm in pain. Find my best when I'm dark and blue. I give you all my gratitude. You're my biggest fan, you're my front row. You got me through the bumpy road. Pick me up when I tumble down, bring a smile when I want to frown. You're always there in my front row. Pull me up before I drown, forgive me when I'm upside down. You're always there in my front row. This one out of the archives. I played this at our high school annual variety show, and on this very guitar. I've had this since I was 16, so I think it's my guitar and John have known me the longest beside my brothers.
Yeah, well, I saw that newspaper clipping that you sent me, and I just want to remind you, I got top billing over you with the thanks.
You got what?
I got top billing over you and the thanks on that newspaper article.
Heck yeah, you should. And this is Harry Chapin Taxi. It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. The lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in the flight. I said, we're going to my lady blue. It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 outside. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I'd seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. Took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you. It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find a footlight, and I took off to find the sky. Oh, I've got something inside me to drive a princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, but it's not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out. Maybe so high that she's scarring. Yeah, she's flying, afraid to fall. I'll tell you why baby's crying, because she's dying, aren't we all? There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gate and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Now another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would have let her go. I stashed the bill in my shirt. And she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know, but we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off for the footlights, and I took off for the sky. And there she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I got one more. Close it out. That's another original of mine. It's It's about reconnecting with old friends. I thought it was appropriate. It's called No Time Passed.
I have one friend from childhood. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and like the rest, I have like high school people on Facebook. Yeah. Not on any Facebook. Right. So I think that's pretty special.
I grown up a long time friend I hadn't seen in a while. Somehow the time slipped by, I shouldn't miss his smile. On a plane 5 hours later, we're talking up a storm. Time and distance washed away, we're back to our old home. No time passed, it's just like yesterday. Picking up where we left off, so much more to say. No time passed, let's focus on today. Here in the moment, no time passed. Beer and conversation flowed from silly to sublime. Wild laughter through the night, lost track of time. Walk along the dusty trail, lost in all the fun. Shoot the breeze under desert skies, move along as one. No time passed, it's just like yesterday. Picking up where we left off, so much more to say. No time passed, let's focus on today. Present in the moment, no time passed. Comfort in familiar tunes and distant memories. Sharing stories, things we learned, strong similarities. Our crazy humor hasn't changed, bouncing off the walls. Don't wait so long, next time a new adventure calls. No time passed, it's just like yesterday. Picking up where we left off, so much more to say. No time passed, let's focus on today. Living in the moment, no time passed. No time passed. No time passed. No time, no time. All right, thank you, that's it. Thanks, Joe, for setting us all up. Appreciate everything.
So like duck out. Can I get a mic? I know where you're at. Pat, when you're talking to me and you go, then you come back here and look for the first.
Thank you, sir. Folks, one more time for DeVoe Gauger. He did play that taxi song in high school at a talent show, and I saw the newspaper article, and that the high school reporter said he sounded just like the original. I agree, he does a good job. He even knows her name. It was his first good review. Many more sense. DeVoe and John go, DeVoe actually sent an elementary school picture to the Facebook if you're following the John's Jam with he and John in it. DeVoe had if you remember Bernie from Room 222, that's a lot like DeVoe's hair was in high school. It's trimmed down a little bit. So the last full band gig I saw John in was with the Blues Cats at a brewery in Canton, Ohio. Canton, Sorry, Canton, Michigan. Some Canton somewhere. Yeah, microbrew in Canton, Michigan. I went and saw them up there. They actually started late because John loaded up his drums and exhausted himself because he wouldn't let anybody help. But I asked him if they could be available to play for today, and they were all over it. And we're really grateful to the Blues Cats and their friendship to John and their being here today. So, everybody, the Blues Cats.